Hey y'all, welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how to make two super cute Christmas crafts using stick-on tiles from Dollar Tree. Stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to make them. Alright friends, first off, what you're going to need, one of these self-adhesive wall tiles. These are from Dollar Tree. They have small ones and then they have large ones. This is the larger one. This is the 12-inch one. Okay, so you're going to need one of those. Let's try to turn my light here so I don't blind you as much. And then you're going to need one of these signs, also from Dollar Tree. See, you can see it says Dollar Tree and it's like a big ornament. First off, what you're going to do is let's take this thingy off right here, and we're going to need to cut the tag off like so. And then I have my handy dandy craft knife here. Just be careful with this. Oh, we're going to reuse this, okay? Because this is cute. We're going to reuse it. So just pop it off of there. It doesn't matter what you're doing to the image underneath, because that's all going to be covered up here in a minute anyway, okay? So just take that and set that off to the side. Watch me lose it here in like 5 minutes. So anyway, let's just pull off some of this excess. I'm going to be putting the tile on this side, okay? Because this is where this big old design is, so that you can leave the back all nice and clear. Okay? So now let's open this up and trace it out. Okie dokie. So now we have this open, and this is the center. So now we're going to turn this over and let's place it. I'm going to try to do this from the back. Let's see if you can just kind of get it centered, or we could do it from the front if you want to. Let's see which way would be best. I really don't think it matters. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So now what I'm going to do, let's just trace around it. And I'm going to be using this Sharpie. I'm just going to trace around it, and then we're going to cut it out. Okay, so I have this cut out. Now for the backing, as you can see, this was the sticky backing, and the sticky backing just came right on off. And I know that there's a line there. Don't worry about it. We're going to fix that here in a second, because as you can see, if you glue this down, you have a little bit of an overhang. That's okay. I'm just going to go back and I'm going to trim that off. That way you can make sure that you didn't cut it too small. So now I'm going to use some hot glue, and I'm just going to put some dots here and there, here and there. Now you see how this is raised up, okay, the embossing. So we want to make sure that we get our glue on the places that don't have any of the embossing. So I'm going to try to be quick with this. I'm just going to smear some here and there. I highly suggest that for this, you use some low temp hot glue, because this is a fairly thin plastic. I have my glue gun here set to the low temp side. And then I'm just going to flip it over, and then we're just going to glue it down. You use whatever kind of glue that you want to use, okay? I mean, I'm just using hot glue. You could use whatever type of glue you like. But like I said, this is what I'm using. So I'm just going to press this down and hold it in place, and then I want to trim around the edge here. All right, y'all, so this is what I have, all nice and trimmed up. Now remember, we're going to be putting the little cap back on to cover all this up later. Now we're going to paint it. Paint it whatever color you want. Can you use acrylic paint? Of course, use whatever kind of paint you want. But y'all know me, I like to paint large surfaces with spray paint when I can. This is Satin White, is the Fusion all-in-one paint and primer from Krylon. I got this at Lowe's, but just, you know, look, home improvement stores, Walmart, what have you. I'm going to take this outside because it's kind of warm today, believe it or not. And I'm going to spray paint it, let it dry, and then we're going to come back and add on some more things. So this white paint has dried, and now I have this gold paint here. This is just gold. But I got this at Walmart, and I'm just going to take a little bit. This is a dry paint brush here, of course. It's not been overly saturated with paint. I'm just going to kind of like just lightly kind of brush this over, like where the embossed parts are kind of sticking up there, just to kind of highlight those just a little bit. I said you don't need a whole lot of paint on your brush to do that. Well, you can if you want to. You do whatever you want to do. And then if you get too much on there, you just take a paper towel and just wipe off whatever paint, you know, that you don't want on there. But I am just going to do this over the entire thing. Give it kind of like a burnished look. And then we're going to come back and add some greenery. This is what we have. I really like this. I like the way that this looks. So, oh, wait, there's just a little too much right there. A little too much, a little too much. Little too much. Okay, it's better. So now we're going to just hot glue this back on. I think my glue gun is hot. I don't know. Let me put another glue stick in it because this is about halfway used up. All right. Just putting on a good amount of hot glue here, and then we're just going to stick this back down. I think I got a little too much hot glue, but it'll be all right. It'll be okay. Just lay it down there and then just get it lined up. Get it on your finger. There we go. Let's see. I think that looks okay. There we go. All right. Let's get the glue strings off. There we are. All right. I got paint all over myself. Now, this has not dried completely. I can tell you that right now. It's not all the way dry. It'll be okay. So now let's get some greenery. Whatever greenery we have here. What is this? Will this look okay? No? I don't know. Hold on. Let me find something. Okay, I think I found the greenery I want to use. This came from Walmart. Get my scissors out of the way. It just says Cedar Berry Pick. I think this is pretty cute. And I'm just going to cut off. How much do I want to cut off? I don't know. I want to cut way down here. Because you know, you can always cut more off. You can't really add to it. So let's just cut right here. I'm going to cut down here. All right. So with this, I did make a bow. This is my no tie bow. I'm going to put a link to that video for you down in the description box. And I'll also put it in the comments. So keep an eye out for that down there. And I think I don't want to put this in the very center because then it covers this up. I think I'm just going to kind of put it over here on the kind of cattywampus here. And let's see where I want to start gluing this. I need to put the bow. Okay, that looks good. So I'm just going to remove the bow. And I'm just going to start gluing this down. Now, if you want to back this up with some E6000, you know, more power to you. Go ahead and do that. This is going to be an indoor thing for me. So I'm just going to use some hot glue. But use whatever glue you want to use. So I'm just going to glue down a few of these sprigs here and there. And then I'm going to glue on the bow. And that'll be that. So let's just glue this down here. I'm just going to hold that in place. Get out of there. Let's see. Don't want to face. That looks good. Okay. So then once that glue sets up, I'll go back and I'll fluff up the bow. I don't ever worry about it until I get everything attached. Then I go back and fix everything. But anyway, let's get these glue strings off of here. And I'm going to try to pick it up and show it to you without knocking the daggone bow off. Oh, get off of there. Why are you here? So anyway, this is what we have. And you can just hang it with this. So let's move on to the next one. All right. Now, I got this tray. This is like a serving tray, and I got it at Walmart. It's over in the section, you know, where they have like birthday party supplies and like wedding favors and stuff like that. This is where I got it. Like cake decorating section. You know that little section. You know where it is. But that's where I got this, okay? It's kind of flimsy, but it's okay. We're going to put some stuff on it. It's going to make it a lot more sturdy, I think. But anyway, you're going to need one of these. And you're also going to need some of these peel and stick removable tile decals. These came from Dollar Tree. I don't know. I'm not going to use all these, but I just got a handful. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure these little areas right here. And that's how big we're going to cut pieces of this tile. So you're just going to measure that. I'm going to say about 2.5 by 6. 2.5 by 6. So I'm going to cut 3 pieces to those measurements, and then we'll be back. Okay, I only needed one of these, okay? One tile. You see, I cut it into 3 pieces. Now, when you're measuring, please take note. You see where the tile actually starts right here. Bring my light back. You see where the tile actually starts right here. It doesn't start on the edge. It starts right here. So when you're measuring, please make double sure that you're measuring from this edge, okay? So that you don't, you know, cut it wrong. I would suggest grabbing 2 or 3 of these just in case you do make a mistake. It'll be okay. You've got another one. So now we're just going to peel this off. These are fairly sticky. I don't think you're going to have to put any other glue on it or anything. So now I'm just going to stick these down in here. This is what we have, and it's looking good so far. Now I have these 3 little ornaments. These came from Walmart. They were $2.48 for the 3, which that's not too bad. So now we're going to cut this, and let's see. They have like these little hangers up top, and we don't want that. So we're going to take our handy dandy wire cutters, and we're going to just get right there, and we're just going to cut that off. I mean, these are just plastic. It's not hard to cut it off at all. Let's see, that looks good. I'm going to do that to the others. Now, let's see. We have 2 with the red roof and 1 with a white. So we'll put the 2 red on each side and put the white in the middle. I think that will be best, even though they have different shapes of their roofs. I think I'm going to go with color over shape. So I'm just going to come up right about here and glue that down, and then I'm going to glue the other 2 down as well. Okay, so this is what we have coming along. So now some of this gold cording, okay? This gold cording, you can get this pretty much at any craft store. I believe this particular kind came from Walmart. But what we're going to do, because we're going to put some stuff that looks like snow down here, I'm going to start down here, okay? So I'm just going to take this and my handy dandy glue gun, and I'm going around. You see, like I'm just going around the edge right there. And let me get something to help me press this down. I'm just going to start down here. And so very carefully, we're going to glue this around, okay? I should have done this maybe before I put the houses on. I don't know, because I'm seeing the house here. I don't think the houses would have laid down flat if I had put this on first, okay? But listen, we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be putting some stuff down here that looks like snow. So anything that doesn't look good down here is going to be covered up, so don't worry about it. So now I'm just going to glue this all the way around the inside of this little rectangle. Okay, this is what we have so far, and it's coming along. I'm very happy with how this is turning out so far. So now, while the glue gun is hot, I'm going to stick on some of this greenery. This came from Walmart. Let's just get glitter and glitter and balls everywhere. All right, let's take this, and I'm just going to cut it. I'm not going to cut like very long pieces. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean. All right, you see how the greenery stops like right there? I'm just going to cut it there. I'm going to glue it across the top, okay? So let us, and I want to put, do I want to put a bow on it? I want to put a small bow, I think, or maybe something right there in the center. I haven't figured that part out yet. But let me see about where I want this. Now you have cats, dogs, and feral children running around. You may want to back this up with some E6000. Anytime I'm hot gluing something, you know, you use whatever kind of glue you want. I have so many people say, well, hot glue is not going to last. Okay, use what you want to use. You know, you use bubble gum if you want to. Whatever glue you want to use, that's what you use. This is what I'm using. Okay, so I'm just going to glue greenery across the top. Greenery is on. Now I just tied a bow. This is just a simple bow. You know, like you would tie your shoelaces. Just a simple little bow. And then I took some of the gold cording and I just wrapped it around it and just glued it in place. Okay, that's all I did. Nothing special, nothing spectacular. Just a simple little bow. You're just going to glue it down right there. Want the tails to come down on either side. Now I really want to put some snowy stuff down here. So let me get that. And then I need to grab some spackle. Now, y'all have seen me use this spackle plenty of times. This is the Fast and Final lightweight spackle. Please make sure that when you get this, it is the lightweight kind. You can get tiny little tubs sometimes at Dollar Tree. I like this better. It's a bigger container. I got it at Lowe's. It's more cost effective. So just going to open that up, and usually when I use this, it's with my fake bakes, and y'all see me using it with a piping bag. Well, I'm not going to do that, because then that's going to look like frosting, and I don't want it to look like frosting. I want this, okay, this ain't going to work. This, I want it to look like snow, okay? So I'm just going to use this little cake spatula here, like this little frosting knife, okay? I'm going to use that, and let me grab something else. I'm just going to use a glue stick, just to get off the knife. Now be careful with this so that you don't get it all over the place, okay? I just want to put it down in here, And then I'm just going to spread out because, like I said, I want this to look like snow, okay? Just going to spread that out. If it gets on anything, it's okay. Just wipe it off. Just wipe it. You got plenty of work time with this. That's what I like about it. You have plenty of work time, okay? So I'm just going to keep putting this in here, like I said, to look like snow. I might bring it down a little bit. I don't know. I'm just going to sit here and play with it and see what I can come up with. All right, so I got all my spackle on. I know you're saying, oh, that looks terrible. Trust the process. I had seen something similar to this, and I can't remember where I saw it. But anyway, I'm trying to get close. If you've seen this online or something, please let me know, or something similar. But anyway, now we're going to go over this spackle to make it look not like spackle. This crystal diamond glitter. Okay, this is extra fine glitter. Now, let me prop this up on something. And I'm just going to pour this glitter on there. And then, if there's any spackle anywhere that I don't want it to be, you take a Q-tip or a little bit of a paper towel, just wet it and just wipe it off, okay? It'll look a lot better once I get it cleaned up. But I want this covered in glitter. And I'm just going to kind of press it down just a little bit with my finger, okay? And then I'm going to pour the excess onto a paper plate and put it back into the container. And then that'll be that. Anyway, let me get this on there and then let me get it cleaned up and we will take a look. Okay, so here it is all glittery, and I'm just going to take this paintbrush. Like I said, we're just going to knock off any excess glitter, and then whatever you don't want to be on there, just, take your Q-tip, wet paper towel, whatever, and just wipe it off, okay? So this is going to take me a minute to do. Take me a minute to get it all cleaned up. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. This was a fun one. This was a fun one. So if you would, please look down below for all the links that I told you about earlier. And also give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media. The links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.